You guys, I got some sad news and I'm so sick of this. Nancy, rest in peace, girl. She was beloved and she was taken out of here too soon by her own husband. You heard that right. Her husband. We're going to look at this case. We're going to talk about it. And it happened. He did it in his own home. He said he just got tired of her and he couldn't take it anymore. And then after he did that with that pow pow in the bedroom upstairs, he went downstairs and slept like a baby that night. Slept like a baby, honey. Okay. Then he tried to, I guess, to put her in the garbage bag or whatever. But I'm just saying that, these marriages that y'all trying to get into, stop. You see the reports. They're not a fairy tale. Get your head out the clouds, okay? Because you are going into a dangerous territory. This is very crazy, the time that we're living in. And it ain't the best time for dating or any marriages because people mindset is not right. They are in these marriages feeling like they own you, that they have the right to take you out. Okay. Some people say, well, why couldn't you just get a divorce? Because they don't want to see you with nobody else. They see that marriage as a bond, that you belong to me. It's ownership. And some of y'all that don't know how to, a lot of y'all haven't been loved right. You know what I'm saying? You wasn't loved right. So you need that love for validation. And you like, oh, I want somebody to say they own me. You think that shit is cute, but that shit is dangerous. All right. So let's bring this up here and let you guys know I am Gigi. Hold on. Medici, you are here at the Criminal Villains YouTube channel, and I just want to say thank you all for liking, sharing, and subscribing here. I really appreciate you all. We got a lot of stuff to uncover, so let's do it. All right. So I'm gonna bring this up here. I'm gonna put my headphones in so I'll be able to hear. And I'm going to play a small clip at first. Then we're going to go into a big story of this. Okay, more of a breakdown.
Hands behind your back. Uncalled for. Place your hands behind your back. Put your hands behind Place your hands behind your back.
Hey guys, so more information is coming out in the Nancy Metayer Bowen murder case out of Coral Springs, Florida. We're finding out that her husband, 40-year-old Stephen Bowen, has appeared before a judge today, and his bond was denied. According to Stephen's arrest affidavit, he fired multiple shots at Nancy on the night of March 31st, 2026, with a shot GUN inside an upstairs bedroom of theirs. A witness nearby told detectives later that Stephen admitted to the shooting and said he slept downstairs after he took Nancy's life. When he was asked why, he said that he just couldn't take it anymore. Investigators say that Stephen also tried to conceal evidence by placing his wife's body in blankets and in garbage bags, and later attempting to give someone a bag believed to contain the firearm he used to take Nancy's life. He reportedly told this person that he was trying to hand it off to someone else to avoid detection. After the shooting, surveillance footage and license plate reader data helped investigators track Stephen's movements, eventually locating his pickup truck in Fort Lauderdale. It seems like he was trying to flee before Nancy was found deceased.
Place your hands behind your back. Uncalled for. Place your hands behind your back. Put your hands behind Place your hands behind your back.
Hey guys, so more information is coming out in the Nancy Metayer Bowen murder case out of admitted to the shooting.
Wow. And just looking at them, you probably think they're the perfect couple. They both smart. She's a mayor. He's very handsome, And I'm like, dude, you should have just left. But for whatever reason, he could not leave and he wanted to unalive her. And it has to do with ownership. These men in these marriages, relationship, they feel like they have control and your life is theirs for the taking. That's how they feel. All right, so let me go here. All right, check this out.
Coral Springs community is mourning the sudden loss of Vice Mayor Metayer Bowen. Police found her dead inside of her home, and now her husband is in custody.
There are no words that can truly capture the depth of this loss or the pain this organization and community are now dealing with.
Yeah, Yeah, this really is just awful. Detectives say the 38-year-old's death was the result of a domestic incident.
38.
CBS News Miami, Steve Majeri is your reporter joining us live from Fort Lauderdale. He's at the jail where Stephen Bowen is being held this morning. And Steve, the vice mayor's family released a statement. What are they saying?
Well, they are remembering her as a leader and an advocate, and her family is asking for privacy at this time here. Now, the way police found out about this is that they had to do a welfare check at the home of Vice Mayor Nancy Metayer Bowen, and police found her dead inside of her home. And now, as we've said, her husband has now been charged with her killing here. And so this is the mug.
He didn't even call 911. They have to do a welfare check. I'm assuming some family members kept calling and say, can you please check over there? Because something is off. But he's crazy. But a lot of husbands are crazy. A lot of boyfriends are crazy. The people that want to be in a relationship with y'all and they love y'all, they are Looney Tunes. Okay? I'm telling y'all, man, you don't understand how many cases I cover. Ooh, he didn't even call 911. It's a dead body. Your wife is upstairs dead. And he's downstairs sleeping like a baby. He said he couldn't take it no more. He couldn't take that mouth no more. Peace at last, peace at last. When these men looking at y'all weird, when they cussing y'all out, calling y'all name, y'all better take that shit seriously. Y'all put up with so much disrespect. I bet you he disrespected her so many times. I don't know if he cheated on her. I don't know if he cussed at her or something, but she took a lot of disrespect. He didn't just wake up one morning and decided to be a killer. He was very disrespectful. Get your ass out that marriage. Get your ass out that relationship when they disrespecting you. One look at me, I'm gone. I love myself.
Mug of the vice mayor's husband, Stephen Bowen. He has been charged with premeditated murder and tampering with fabricated evidence.
I like making my podcast. I don't like making short.
Sorry about that. That's a commercial. He's tampering.
2026. A date that felt like a cruel joke, except nothing about this was funny. A woman wakes up that morning with everything ahead of her. A title, a legacy, a career that was about to reach its highest point yet. By the time the sun set on that same day, she was gone, shot dead inside her own home. And the man sitting in a jail cell tonight, the man police say pulled the trigger, that was her husband. This is the story of Nancy Metayer Bowen, vice mayor, trailblazer, the first Black Haitian-American woman ever elected to the Coral Springs City Commission. A woman who survived every barrier this country put in front of her, only to be killed behind the doors of the one place she was supposed to be safe. And here's the detail that will stay with you through this entire video.
Ain't that some shit? Okay, they said it's supposed to be a safe space. Her home was not danger zone. Then they say a husband's supposed to be a protector. These niggas ain't protecting y'all. They are unaliving y'all. They are causing y'all so much abuse. They bringing you home diseases. When y'all ladies gonna wake the fuck up? When y'all gonna wake up? Huh? Come on now. Come on now. Come on now. In your own home, by your own husband, your protector.
The announcement that was supposed to change her life forever? It was scheduled for the very next morning, Thursday, April 2nd. Nancy Metayer Bowen was hours away from telling the world she was running for Congress. She never got the chance. Today, we are going through everything that happened that morning, what investigators are saying, and the questions that nobody in the mainstream media is sitting down long enough to actually ask. Stay with me. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the channel. Today, we will be a first-generation American born to Haitian immigrants, which already tells you something about her foundation. The children of immigrants don't get to coast. They watch their parents sacrifice everything, and they carry that weight. She built herself deliberately, brick by brick, and she put that education to work immediately. Before, she ran again, and nobody even bothered to run against her. She won unopposed. That is not just popularity. That is dominance. Her colleagues didn't just respect her. They loved her. government-funded office pushing private sector innovation around climate resilience. She was everywhere, doing everything, for everyone. 2 years with the amazing Stephen Bowen. Cheers to love, growth, and building a beautiful life together. She was happy. She was proud. She was building something, a career, a marriage, a future, all at the same time. From the outside looking in, they were a couple moving forward together. A woman ascending in public life. A man rooted in faith and community work. No red flags anyone has spoken about publicly. No prior incidents on record. Called Nancy. No answer. So the friend called Stephen, and whatever Stephen said in that conversation, however he sounded, it was enough to make that friend put the phone down and immediately dial 911. Police would later describe it simply. Stephen had sounded suspicious. Coral Springs police officer.
I think Stephen was beating on her before. Press one, y'all think so? Yeah, because when a friend talked to him, she knew something was up because no way if the friend felt that the Stephen dude, the husband, was so loving and protecting, she wouldn't have nothing to worry about. But she knew something was up. Yeah, they knew. She just didn't report it. The mayor, she been getting her ass whooped. She just did not report it. Y'all got to stop reporting it. And maybe she didn't want to report it because she's a mayor and, she got the public spotlight and people would know who she was. Maybe she stayed in this marriage because of reputation and she needed it, for reputation wise,
Officers arrived at the home on the 800 block of Northwest 120th Avenue at around 10 a.m. for a welfare check. They went inside, and what they found stopped everything. The body of a deceased Black female, later identified as Nancy Metayer Bowen, 38 years old, shot dead inside her own home, and Stephen was nowhere to be found, already gone. Hadn't called 911, hadn't stayed, just left. But he didn't get far. License plate readers in Plantation picked up his car moving along SR 7. Officers tracked him to the Landmark Towers apartment complex. Witnesses said they will never forget what they saw next. SWAT vehicles, police cars flooding the parking lot, officers with guns drawn swarming the building. Stephen Bowen was taken into custody. By 5:45 that evening, Police Chief Brad Mock stood before cameras at City Hall and confirmed it. Their vice mayor was dead. Her husband was in custody. Domestic violence incident, no other suspects. Just like that, in a single morning, everything Nancy Metayer Bowen was about to become was over. Now here's where things get frustrating, because the official information coming out of this investigation is thin. Deliberately thin. Police Chief Brad Mock has been careful with every word. What he has confirmed is this. Nancy's death is being investigated as a domestic violence homicide. Stephen Bowen is the sole suspect. There are no additional suspects, no threats to the public. The Broward Sheriff's Office, Fort Lauderdale Police Department, and Plantation Police Department all assisted in the investigation. Just about what he allegedly did to Nancy. That charge tells you that investigators believe he didn't just kill his wife and leave. He tried to cover something up. He tried to make evidence disappear. What exactly that evidence is, what he tampered with, what he tried to fabricate, has not been disclosed. But the fact that prosecutors felt strongly enough to include that charge means something was done deliberately to interfere with this investigation.
What was he going to say? She did it, and to her, you know what I'm saying? She wanted to take herself home.
And that changes the weight of this case significantly. A case that is only going to get heavier as more of her career is something people cannot move past. Then there's the question of the dynamic between them. Nancy was the face of everything. The title, the degrees, the Obama White House, the Kamala Harris.
Comment, let us know what you guys think about this. Ain't it sad, y'all?